The truth about life after school. Let's go, guys. Lock in.
When I was younger and in school, it felt like it was never gonna end no matter how much I tried. But now I look in the
भाई जब स्कूल खत्म होने वाला है भाई मेरा भी भाई लॉक इन गाइस लॉक इन भाई आज तो वीडियो देख ही लूंगा
man. And then, you know, I started to think, I was pondering, what is life truly like after graduation? Except, I actually do have somewhat of an idea. That's right, I just friggin' lied to you. At the time of recording, I've been graduated for around 3 years, so I'd say I'd make an okay-ish candidate to explain what some aspects of life are like after graduation. Right off the bat, you're graduated. Yay! Woohoo! It's a really big accomplishment, and you should be proud.
It is not big. सभी की होती है ग्रेजुएशन जितने भी लोग हैं सभी बच्चों की होती है unless they are getting educated. You know what I mean? भाई सभी की हो रही है तो इतनी बड़ी कोई चीज़ नहीं है बहन चोद ये.
Proud of yourself because not only were you able to successfully navigate countless tests, exams, schedules, but there's so much more, but you also were able to power through 12 years of... Exactly, so you...
भाई exactly भाई.
See the square root of x equals y. Oh my god, who cares? Who cares about literally any of this? Shut up. Honestly, getting to walk across that stage with a diploma in my hand after 12 years of that is something that I'm not gonna forget, especially because I didn't think I'd be able to do it in the first place. For like a solid week, I had tons of different things I had to do. I had multiple graduations to go to, countless proms. You know, it was a pretty busy time. I thought prom was pretty okay. It was almost bittersweet because for one last time, you get to turn up with all of your friends from school. And after a super eventful week filled with multiple festivities,
crazy man.
One final busy week, at long last, you're able to relax with summer break. Now, in my experience, my first summer break after graduation was pretty much the exact same for the most part. The only difference is that I didn't have to do any back to school shopping at the end of August. Honestly,
back to school shopping, man.
I couldn't be happier for this fact. I was starting to get really sick of constantly going to Target and Walmart to get the same HB number 2 pencils every year. On top of that, my dad would be making me wear...
Why will he use pencils भाई जब तुम्हारा स्कूल खत्म होने वाला है पेंसिल 5th क्लास के बाद नहीं हट जाती भाई.
The most ass fits known to mankind. He was trying to get me to wear some ass striped polo shirt so I'd pull up to the 3rd grade looking like an old man. Boy, slow down. We wear a neon Under Armour. Anyways, lucky for you, that's not anything you have to do anymore. You could just relax for the rest of the year. Unless you're going to college. Yeah, if you're in college or university, you gotta do school all over again. Maybe not another 12 years, that would be a little excessive, but usually another 4 to 5 years is what people do. I guess that's one of the positives with going to secondary education. It's totally dependent on what you want to do. If you want to...
Exactly, वो तुम्हारे कोर्स पे डिपेंड करता है कि तुम क्या कर रहे हो. It can be different for every fucking one. Man.
Study to become a doctor. Well, then shit, you might have...
fuck, then you are getting fucked if you want to be a doctor, man. I have to be honest, guys.
You gotta study for like 15 years for that. Let's say you want to do something that only takes a short amount of school.
Yep, just a graphic designing, video editing type shit.
Preferably nothing over 10 years. You can do dental hygienist. Oh, that sounds fun. What I'm saying is with college or university, you're pretty much able to do whatever you want. For a price, though. And I'm telling you, it's a lot more expensive than like a pack of Reese's Pieces. Nah, you're going to be paying thousands of dollars. Your wallet is going to be screaming in financial agony. From the little amount of research that I did, Google, on average, to attend secondary education in the United States, it is typically anywhere from $10,000 to...
That's crazy, by the way. That's crazy number, guys.
$30,000. There's tons of other expenses that you can look forward to. Like, for example, let's say you want to live on other expenses
for
that you can look forward to. Like, for example, let's say you want dates. It is typically anywhere from
4 years is cheap. It is cheap. It is so cheap. It is cheap. 27. It is cheap. I mean,
$10,000 to $30,000. There's tons of other expenses that you can look forward to. Like, for example, let's say you want to live on campus and avoid having to take a bus ride there and back. Well, you got to pay for accommodation. And it's not even like you get an entire apartment. You get a single bedroom with concrete walls. You don't even get to
keep the... why तुझे apartment चाहिए भी क्यों? एक बात बता मेरे को भाई. तेरे को चाहिए भी क्यों?
Entire room to yourself.
तुझे चाहिए, you don't
with a roommate,
bro.
some other stinky random college student. I don't want to sleep 3 feet away from some random
You just want to sleep on one bed, bro. You just want to sleep on same bed, I guess, man.
farty dude I've never spoken to a day in my life. How do I know he doesn't look up to Jeffrey Dahmer? What if I'm in danger? Also, you gotta pay for textbooks every single year in college. The average cost of a textbook is like $300. $300 for a book that I'm gonna read for 9 months and then just forget about. You gotta buy multiple textbooks and then carry them around campus in your backpack, dude. That spending all of that money, hundreds of dollars, pretty much just to inconvenience myself physically. Why would I do that when I can just go sail the 7 seas? When has pirating any sort of media ever gone wrong for anybody? And now I have a virus. But finally, after many
No, we did not get virus. मेरे को आज तक वायरस नहीं आया. मैं पहले वीडियो गेम्स पायरेट करा करता था. Lol.
grueling years of studying every day till 3 in the morning, living with some random guy in a room and having countless exams, you did it. You job and finally start paying back the student loans that you decided to
We will never take loans, guys.
take out. Yeah, unless you have filthy amounts of money like Jeff Bezos.
जरूरी थोड़ी ना है भाई, जो अगर तुम पे पैसे होंगे तभी तुम लोन होंगे. What एक
There
कहाँ
is
लिखा है
no
bro
way
ऐसा?
in hell that you
What
just
is the
have
thought?
$200,000 laying around so you can pay off your loans. Wonderful, you graduated college, but what's the point if you're in financial ruins for the rest of your life? Even when I was growing up, I thought that the cost of post-secondary education, like college or university, was so unbelievably inflated for no reason. Like, tell me, why the is an undergraduate from the University of Arkansas $25,000 a year? I would understand if it was some sort of super prestigious school like Oxford University in the United Kingdom or Yale or
Oxford.
even Harvard. But no, this is the University of Arkansas we're talking about. $25,000. Name 2 things coming out of Arkansas that aren't flabs and hillbillies. Name 2 things coming out of Arkansas that aren't flabs and hillbillies. Aye. Well, that wasn't very nice, was it? Maybe it's just that I was young, but growing up, I never really saw anybody speak out about how ridiculous university prices are. Student loan debt isn't really something that's talked about too often. But more recently, I've seen more and more videos on short-form platforms like TikTok where people are talking about their insane student debts.
Whoa, that's crazy, guys. By the way, that's fucking crazy, भाई. लेते हुए सोचना चाहिए था. मैं तो यही बोलूँगा, bro, straight up.
Brave statement incoming. I don't think
लेते हुए सोचना चाहिए था, guys. Straight up, guys. I am spitting facts, भाई.
that school should be this expensive in the first place. Okay, now let's say you just don't want to go to college. If everything that I just said or things that you've heard scare you away completely from the idea and you decide, nah, I'm not going to go to college immediately after graduation. I'm going to take a gap year to figure out what I truly want to
Whoa. You just want to be a streamer? You just want to be a TikTok? You just want to be a content creator? What the
find my
fuck?
inner chakra. Yeah, chances are you're just not going to end up going back to school. I mean, that's what I did. I said after graduating, I was going to take a gap year, knowing damn well the chances of me actually returning to school were little.
वो 0%. Exactly. अगर तुमने 1 साल का ड्रॉप आउट ले लिया, तुम बन ही नहीं पाओगे, बहन जो तुम वापस जाओगे ही नहीं, तुम्हारा मन ही नहीं करेगा, तुम बोलोगे माँ चूत. I'm never
So
going
what did
back
I
to that
decide to
shit,
do?
man.
I just worked a minimum wage job for a pretty long
Oh, fucked up. Now you are a YouTuber, I guess. Now how many subs do you have? Are you able to do full time? You are able to do full time. That's genuinely crazy, man.
time. It's not the most fulfilling things that you can do, but it worked for a little bit. I worked at a Marshall's. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Marshall's is, search it up. I don't know. It's kind of like one of those stores that old divorced white women go to shop at, like Hobby Lobby almost. Anyways, I worked at a Marshall's and it was by far one of the best and worst experiences at the same time. It's dealing with customers that's one of the worst parts because it's so scary how opposite it can be. See, the type of people that shop at Marshall's are either some of the most sweetest and caring people ever, or they're just bitter old f***s who don't have anything better to do. For the entire time frame that I worked there, I was 3 positions. By far, my least favorite and the worst position ever created was greeter, and you do nothing but stand at the front of the store and say hi to people. For 4 out of 8 hours, you're stuck doing, hello, welcome to Marshall's.
Welcome to Marshall's. Thanks for purchasing.
Hello, welcome to Marshall's. Hello. Is he okay? I think he's an automated
He's a robot. I guess he is a robot. He's automated.
robot. I
Ah,
know in theory it doesn't sound too bad. Like, oh, too bad. You have to stand there and get paid. But standing in the same spot for 4 hours with the same bright
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, guys. That's genuinely fucked up. That's genuinely fucked up.
lighting in your face, it gets pretty tiring and boring really fast, especially when you're listening to the same 5 songs on repeat from the store speakers.
5 songs on repeat.
The Marshalls. Hello, welcome to Marshalls. Hello, welcome to Marshalls. The other position that I worked was cashier. Cashier wasn't too bad. The only bad part is that I really just had to deal with head customers. But my favorite was janitor. I loved being janitor because I could just lock myself in the bathroom and watch YouTube all day.
Ah, that's
worst
crazy. That's
Parts
genuinely
about
crazy.
working there was just how pointless literally all of it
Bro was literally watching YouTube at washroom, man. That's genuinely crazy.
felt. I mean, sure, I was working and getting some money, but I never really felt like I was doing anything important that I actually wanted to do or was passionate about. And this
Bro wanted to be a janitor. He was literally passionate about him. He had literally dreams in his dreams, man. He has literally got dreams in his night, man, that he will be a janitor. He wrote in his copy that he will be a fucking janitor, bro. That was his ambition from day one, man. From fucking day one, guys.
isn't a sentiment that I'm alone
Since
on.
he was
Like,
5
let's be
fucking
for
years
real. I
old, guys.
highly doubt that any
Genuinely.
McDonald's worker's dream is to be